This is David. He's standing in the middle of his warehouse, surrounded by $3 million worth of unsellable inventory. Just 3 days ago, this business was his biggest triumph. Today, it's a graveyard of his ambitions. How did it come to this? How does a business making millions suddenly find itself on the brink of total collapse? This isn't just a story about failure. It's a story about the dangerous illusion of growth. Just a year ago, David was a rising star. He had turned a $50,000 investment into a thriving online business, Comfort Base NG, hitting ₦1 million in monthly revenue. He was the entrepreneur everyone wanted to be. He followed all the rules, hustled hard, and the numbers proved it. Sales were climbing, customers were happy, and the future looked bright. From $50,000 to $1 million a month, it was the dream. But in just 72 hours, that dream turned into a nightmare. His revenue vanished, his reputation was in tatters. And that $3 million in stock, it was now completely worthless. This is the scaling trap, and it can happen to anyone. Let's rewind. The growth of Comfort Base NG was explosive. What started in a small room quickly outgrew its space. David felt unstoppable. The next logical step, an office. He found the perfect spot in a bustling commercial hub. It was a statement, a sign that they had arrived. The move felt incredible. There was new furniture, a growing team, and a sense of real momentum. Revenue was not just growing, it was skyrocketing. Every month, the numbers went up, and with each new high, the celebration got louder. But underneath this shiny surface, a dangerous problem was brewing. The rapid growth was acting like a smokescreen, hiding deep inefficiencies within the business. With so much money coming in, small leaks didn't seem to matter. A little extra spent on shipping here, a mismanaged order there, it all got lost in the nose of increasing sales. The team was working hard, but they weren't working smart. Systems were breaking, but instead of fixing them, they just threw more money and more people at the problems. They were celebrating rising revenues, completely blind to the fact that their foundation was cracking. The high of growth was addictive, and it was leading them straight towards a cliff. Then, disaster struck. It wasn't one single problem. It was three at the same time, a perfect storm. First, the supply chain collapsed. Their main supplier, the one they relied on for over 70% of their products, suddenly went out of business. Overnight, their best-selling items were gone. Panic setting. As they scrambled to find new suppliers, the second crisis hit: betrayal. To key team members, people David trusted completely, abruptly resigned. But they didn't just leave, they took the company's customer list and started a competing business, undercutting Comfort Base's prices. It was a stab in the back, and just when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, the third threat emerged. In their haste to replace the lost stock, they had rushed the quality control process with a new supplier. The first batch of new products arrived, and it was a catastrophe. The quality was terrible. Customers were furious. Negative reviews flooded their social media pages, refunds were demanded. The brand they had worked so hard to build was being destroyed in real time. The financial bleeding was immediate and brutal. They were losing over $500,000 a day. David's dream was imploding, and he was watching it burn. Standing in the ruins of his business, David knew he had two choices: give up or fight back. He chose to fight, but this time, it wouldn't be with blind hustle. It would be with strategy. The first step was what he now calls the apology protocol. He went live on social media, no scripts, no excuses. He owned the failure completely, apologized sincerely to every customer, and promised to make things right. It was raw, it was humble, and it was the first step toward regaining trust. Next, he needed to stop the financial bleeding. He used a method he calls profit-first forensics. He exported all his financial data into a spreadsheet and used pivot tables to dissect every single transaction. For the first time, he saw the truth, clear as day. He identified which products were truly profitable and which were secretly losing him money. He saw exactly where the inefficiencies were. The data was brutal, but it was honest. Based on this, he began a process of strategic subtraction. He cut unprofitable products, fired a toxic marketing agency that was draining cash, and renegotiated terms with his vendors. It was painful, but it was necessary surgery to save the business. With the immediate crisis under control, David focused on rebuilding, but this time, he was building systems, not just sales. He created the customer firewall. This was a new, multi-step quality control process to ensure a product disaster never happened again. Every single item was inspected, tested, and approved before it ever reached a customer. Next, he implemented profit-first accounting across the entire company. From now on, a percentage of every sale was immediately set aside for profit. The business would learn to run on what was left over. This simple shift in mindset forced efficiency and ensured the business was always profitable, no matter the revenue. Finally, he introduced quarterly crisis simulations. Every 3 months, the team would role-play a major business crisis, a supply chain failure, a social media scandal, a key team member leaving. They developed pre-planned responses for each scenario. They were no longer just reacting to problems, they were preparing for them. They were building an antifragile business, one that would get stronger from shocks, not crumble. David's story is a powerful lesson. Scaling a business is a journey filled with hidden traps. But with the right systems, you can navigate them and build a business that not only survives but thrives. To help you do that, I've put together everything David learned into a free resource called the Scaling Survival Kit. It includes the templates for the apology protocol, a guide to profit-first forensics, and a checklist for building your own customer firewall. Click the link in the description to get it now. And if you want to be part of a community of entrepreneurs dedicated to building strong, profitable businesses, join us in the prosperity plot. Thanks for watching.